Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give him all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in no wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Hey y'all, I know you didn't expect to see my face, but if you see my face on this side of town, then you know it could mean one or two things. We either doing a Twisted, which we not, or we doing a season finale. Mm-hmm. So I have the pleasure of being the host for this amazing, international, phenomenal podcast called Breaking the Silence with my sister, Author Nikki Nicole. Now, y'all know, ever since I've been on here, since day one, I've been talking about the production. I've been talking about people coming down from the ceiling. And if anybody else tell you that, just remember that I said it first, okay? Now, what we're going to do is I get to host Author Nikki Nicole and ask her some questions about the previous season and try to get a little sneak peek of what's coming up. Maybe we might get some people coming down from the ceiling next season. If not next season, the season after, I promise. They coming. But after this countdown, we're going to bring Author Nikki to the stage and we're going to have a conversation. All right? Now, y'all, let me say something. She gonna show me that countdown, right? And I'm like, that's it. What I'm looking at, because y'all know better. If y'all have seen this show, y'all know good and doggone well that her countdowns look way better than that, right? And for herself, for the season finale, where I expect the fireworks and the people dropping from the ceiling, she just regular in the corner in the background. They got the nerve to be in black. They're like, who is seeing that? Child. But anyway, I wouldn't be me if I didn't make her laugh. But anyway, hello. You made it. You made it through another season. How you feeling?
Man, I'm tired. But still going.
Story.
Every time I listen,
you know what's crazy?
Time I try to stop, man.
In the lyric to the song, they can imitate, but they can't. Something about the grind. And I said, grind ain't the word, child. Because if y'all know what I know, this one right here, she be pumping out episodes, be mommy in full time during the day, working at night, overnight. Okay, like where do you fit it all? I'm exhausted just talking about it. Like, how do you even begin to fit it all in?
I don't know. I just do it. Like literally, I tried to take a break. I really tried.
She be trying.
I tried to take a break, and then
she getting better.
My phone started going off. My inbox started going off. Like, wait a minute, Breaking the Silence taking a break.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I was like, well, I guess I don't.
She did have the nerve to post that, and people now me. I don't care who calling. Tyler Perry could call me and say he want me to. I said I'm on break. If it's for me, it'll be for me when I get back. It. Okay, but she gonna put a post on Facebook. Most of y'all probably seen it, and she said she taking a break. I kid you not. 48 hours later, she said, "Yeah, I got this this interview. This person woman." I said, "Didn't you just say you taking a break?" She said, "Well, I guess not. I guess I can't." Child,
Girl, it's in me. It's in me. I am gonna take a real break though. I'm gonna take about 6 months. Like for real, because for real, I'm so far in advance that I didn't realize how far I was, honestly. And when I looked, I was like, wow, I'm all the way into July next. Come on.
yeah, we
It's
the
time to slow down.
we the tortoise in the hair because I'm definitely the turtle baby because I'm not. She's so far back. She done came back. Come get me. Could go back again. Come get me. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But you know what? At the end of the day, I feel like it's gonna pay off because breaking the silence has transcended. You know, it originally started off with just interviewing people, and now it's to the point where people come to you to interview them. You know what I mean? And it shows your dedication, your hustle, and people feel the love that you have for them because you support them, as you say, on every set. And it doesn't matter if it's an artist or an author or somebody doing philanthropy or whatever the case may be. Who knows? She just want to shine a light just because you're ordinary everyday people that might not necessarily get that opportunity to let your voice be heard, right? So this podcast is definitely going to transcend most because you have a beautiful premise behind it, unlike other people who just, oh well, I just want to be, they wake up one day, I want to be a podcaster, let me just press play.
Child. Listen, I'm a grind until I see my name in lights. Period.
Well, I'm gonna pray for that for you because when I know you see your name in lights, that mean I could retire and we just
You
gonna
always say that.
travel, baby. I'm serious. Like I don't want to see my name in lights. I don't have that same dream. Listen, I tried. I did the podcast. I love it, but at the same time, I feel like everybody has a mission and it's a season for everything. And right now, my season is mommy life. I just it just is what it is, and I can't um overwhelm myself because you got to tackle one season at a time. And if this is your season and this might be a long season, you know what I'm saying? You might have a good run. And then after a while you might hang up the mic. You never know. But for you, this is definitely you, baby, because it sure enough ain't me. I can't do it.
I don't know why she's saying that, y'all. She need to come on back for real.
Nah.
The blemish beauty was bomb.
To my messages, not the two my own, but that was God led. I did listen to a lot of my old episodes, and I'm like, yo, we really had something good, especially with the round tables and a lot of informative information being poured out into the universe. However, at the same time, I have to learn this new normal. Like I was able to master a schedule managing a 6-year old. So now I have to learn how to manage a 6-year old and a newborn. So once I get that down, then maybe I could come back, dust the mic off a little bit and get back to the swing of things. But until then, I gotta, as you say, I really have to take a break.
Y'all put in the comments, blemish beauty come back.
No, don't put that in the comments. Don't even waste your time. Don't do it to yourself. Maybe this time next year. Maybe how about that? Maybe this time next year. We shall see.
It's recorded, y'all. It's recorded.
Yeah,
She
that's
said
what I
this time
said.
next year.
I said we shall see. Yeah, that part. Make sure you record that part. We shall see. But what has been? Well, I can ask you what's your favorite episode because every time I tell you, like,
Mm-mm,
oh, that was a good episode. That
mm-mm.
was a good episode. Every time she record, that was a good episode. I'm like, well, dang, do you ever have a bad one? But
Hmm.
what has been the most, I want to say, um, difficult thing for you this season compared to the last season?
Hmm. Difficult. Far as what? Episodes, guests, my schedule, my
In
life.
general, like what has been like the most
Mm.
difficult thing that you have encountered? Like from the outside looking in, I would say just trying to balance it all, with your schedule, you going back to work and
Time
the
management.
household, yeah, like just trying to see you because you
Whew.
went from full-time podcasting to now working and podcasting again. So,
Mhm.
you know, this is a little different because when you was working before, you wasn't on this artistic level
Mm-mm.
that you're on now.
Ooh.
So it requires more staying up late, you know, like you said, time management. Now you got a whole, and then too, you didn't have a baby. Now you got a whole baby, you
Mm-mm.
know, who's you know just growing and glowing. She a little
Okay.
mean, but she's still growing and
She not
glowing,
me. I'm talking my baby ain't me.
y'all.
But no. Time management has been the most challenging part of my life.
Hmm.
Because like you said, making sure that Gabby's good because Gabby's very attached. Very attached.
That's a
So
whole
making
nother
sure she
episode.
making sure she's good so I can sit down long enough to have a few words with somebody. Not only that, being able to schedule posts, being able
Yeah,
to go to events now, being able to record. Now I'm trying to record 2 seasons in one time. So being
crazy
able to
work.
manage it because like working and working overnight now because I'm tired. When I get off work, I am tired. Like I want to go to sleep. I don't want to see no computer. I don't want to see nothing. I just want to go lay down and literally y'all, I go to bed. When I come home, I go straight up the stairs and I go to
Prayer
sleep.
works, boy. I swear. I ask God to put you in a position where you could go to
Listen,
sleep. Child,
I
I'm
have
so
to have
happy.
that rest. I have to have that
I'm
rest.
so happy because her and rest was not in the same
Mm-mm.
sentence at all.
Nope.
And you know what? Too, I think people underestimate the overnight shift
Mhm.
because your body is so used to being up and moving, whether you're working or you're not working or whatever. It's up to it's so used to being up and in motion by 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, right?
Mhm.
And then, well, I know my body is, and then come 6, 7 o'clock, it seemed like everything started declining because it's like, okay, well, your body's saying, okay, well, we about to wind down. It's dinner
Mhm.
time. We about to go to bed. And then after 12, forget it. Like your body is just, it feel like your body just shut down and you just on autopilot, like you just going. So imagine to, you know, be on that mindset physically and mentally, and then have to muster up some type of energy to work and then come home and then you got a whole full day that's waiting for you. That's a lot.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, like it took a lot to get to a point where I mean I'm still navigating because I still don't know
Of
when
course.
I'm asleep.
Of course.
Because Gabby's up by 12, maybe 11, 12. Now she's getting to the point now where she'll sleep as long as I sleep. As long as I don't move and I sleep, she may lay there with me till 1, 2 o'clock at the most. And so somebody asked me the other day, at work was like, how you get sleep with a 1 year old? And I was like, that's funny right now because I'm really battling with that right now. And I was like, she may be up by 11 or 12, and after that, I'm up for the day. They was like,
Yeah.
you crazy. I would give her a device and I would go to sleep. What?
But
A
even
one year
that,
old?
see, people don't understand too. As a parent, especially, I don't want to specify just being a mom, but as the main parent, the one that's always on watch, you are always on watch. My son is 6. Okay, I can't, and I'm pregnant. For the people that don't know, because this is breaking the silence. This is not the blemish beauty or the preparation. Um, I be tired and I can't even rest. Right? It's a difference between sleep and rest. I cannot rest with him on a tablet and I'm taking a nap. Like I can't. And when you're resting, that means you are completely sedated. You're resting. Your body is shut down. You can. There's no thought process. You are good to go. Okay.
Anything can happen in that moment.
Exactly. And I can never be that hard on sleep
Mm-mm.
with my baby because he's 6. He's still my baby. With my baby sitting there on the tablet, and he won't move. I know he won't. But just that mental of maybe today might be the day I wake up and we
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like nah, I can't do it.
But see,
So
Gabby too
a one
young.
year
Like she
old,
actually, she's
yeah,
gonna
I can't.
move. She moving.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do that. And now she's older. So when she was younger, you knew she would take at least 2 or 3 naps.
Right.
Now, how long she sleep, that's something different.
Right.
But at least you know there was a possibility of you being able to close your eyes. Now she's older, she's more alert. She want to do things, she want to get into things.
She want to
She ain't
play.
going to sleep.
Okay.
She let you sleep for 11 to 12 o'clock for a reason. Because once that she's up,
Yup.
she's up like all day. So you have to. But I commend you because you do it. You're like, yeah, I got an interview, got 2 interviews. Then after this interview, I gotta go to work. What you say? Girl, I'm not doing no interview before I go to work.
Listen, people
That's
don't
crazy
people
work.
do not understand that I was in a real struggle for a minute there, like literally trying to figure out how to balance everything because I would look at the board and I'm like, shoot, I got about 10 promo kits I got to
Mm-hmm.
send out, and I'm like, how, when? Because sometimes I would try to sit at this desk and I'd be tired, and you know, if you
Mm-hmm.
sleep, ain't nothing gonna be right,
Mm-hmm.
y'all.
Not
I
to
was
your
so
standard.
tired. I was so tired, y'all. This is how I knew I was tired. I scheduled the episode, premiered the episode twice on YouTube,
And you know that's not like her.
and didn't catch it right away either. That's the crazy part. Didn't catch it right away. So
That's
I
not
knew
like
I
her.
was tired, and I said I had to slow down. And I was like, listen, I got to slow down right quick, real quick, and just step back for a minute and just get ghost for a minute. So this has been a struggle, man, with this time management, man. Whew.
Time management is not it's not easy. And I wish that was something that they taught in school. Like time management, budgeting, stuff like that. Like all this other stuff that we ain't gonna need. Biology. I'm not trying to be no doctor. What I need that for? Chemistry. What I need that for? No, I need to learn how to manage my time. So when I become a mother, a wife, or this or that, I'm not running around here like a chicken with my head cut off. But now that you have slowly gained a rhythm, I'm not gonna say find, your niche, but now that you have kind of sort of, okay, well, at least I know this day, I could do this, that, and the third. What has been the best thing that came out this season?
Out of season 9, or let's see, season 9 been done though, sis. Season 9, before I even got to that point, I was done because I was thinking about the holidays. Okay, the holidays
Mm-hmm.
coming up. Let me go ahead and get this season
Baby girl first birthday.
out the way because I know there's a lot of things going on in December. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, Gabby's birthday, there's
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, all this. So I've been pre-recorded. And pre-recording is the best thing on our side of this earth. I'm
Tried
tell
to
y'all.
tell her. It was hard raising her, y'all. I tried to tell her, but
When
she
they told me, listen, when they told me that they pre-recorded and they only was doing 12 episodes, right, a season, I said,
Mhm.
you doing what? That's
she
it?
doing she doing 12 episodes almost a week.
Okay, I was doing 50, 60, sometimes 100 episodes in a season, guys.
No, get somebody else. Mm-mm.
But now, looking back now, I bet you I couldn't do it now because I do too much now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
different now. Like
Mm-hmm.
promo kits, those promo kits take time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I could have pushed 100 now.
Yeah.
It
Can
would
you
be hard.
imagine? You'd be so behind.
What?
But everything happens for a reason. That's how God works because you didn't start doing that until you cut down. So you had to cut down first, and
Mhm,
then you got a little more advanced. Okay, well now let me send out promo kits. Now let me do this, let me do that. So now it kind of shifted to what you're doing
mhm,
instead of more quantity. Not saying that it wasn't quality before, but now you've put a bigger priority on the quality of what you're sending out as opposed to, let me just give you a couple of clips in this. That no, now I'm being more intentional and strategic about what I'm going to send you and who's getting that. You all the podcasts that we've seen, who is getting all of that stuff as a guest, promo kits and all this other child? No, absolutely not.
Listen, it's professionally in order.
Absolutely not. Okay. Breaking the silence is one that you need to experience, but this has to be your last experience because if this your first one, you ain't going that near another podcast. You're gonna be like, what is this? We on what? We doing what? You ain't got no song for me when I come. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If y'all ain't never been on Breaking the Silence, let me tell you something. There's an extensive process before you can even dock these doors and be on the stage. Okay, you have to answer questionnaires. You have to. Well, I don't know if you still do the favorite color. She used to ask you your favorite
Nah, I
color.
don't do that no
That
more.
that's old school. That's when I started coming on
Yeah,
there.
you
She would
always go.
ask you. She used to ask me my favorite color. What's your favorite song? And then people would get weirded out, like, why is she asking about my song and stuff? But she was intentional to know that sometimes this might be the person's first interview. This might be their first rodeo, or this might be their first style of this type of interview, right? So if I put their favorite song on when they waiting for the interview to start, it'll relax them. It'll get their juices flowing, or at least get them hyped that they're an artist, or whatever the case may be. So when people find out why she acts, now all of a sudden everybody want to get chill and relax. You know what I'm saying? Then she have the backgrounds and the countdowns and all. Man, that's what I said. This can't be your first, because you will compare this one to everybody else's and be like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. Get, get
Look,
somebody
yo,
else to do it.
they used to tell them, "Hey, come on my podcast first and leave Breaking the Silence last."
Yes, I'm so dead ass. I'm serious. Or if they was on her podcast first, I'd be like, listen,
I don't
let
do
me tell
all
you
that over
something.
here.
Let me tell you something. Come close. Let me tell you something. I am not author Nikki Nicole. You will not see your name or nothing scrolling across the screen. Okay? We're gonna have an intentional conversation, but baby, all the bells and whistles, I hope you enjoyed it. Cause you're not getting that over here. You're gonna get a regular generic my brand, my podcast background. That's it. You ain't gonna see your name behind your face while we talking. I'm not, no, she's
I
not
said,
it.
"Don't tell them that."
No, I don't care about your favorite song. I don't. You nervous? I give you 10 minutes to woosah, but I'm not playing those songs. I don't know even know how to do all that. Like we're not. Yeah.
Yo, I never forget. It was it Shay? It was Shay or either Tammy Nicole, probably both. I played their favorite song,
Both they cried.
and yeah, and then they came in. Oh, they came in on after the countdown,
Yeah,
ready. They was
yeah.
going, y'all.
Both of
Like it
them.
was
Yeah.
such a good episodes. They just
Hmm.
came in ready, and I was like, wow. It's
Yeah,
like I
because Tammy Nicole's was Glow Queen or something like that,
Glow Queen. Yep.
and Shay's was a gospel song or something
Mm-hmm.
along those lines. And they
It
they
came
were
in on
primed, ready to
10,
go.
y'all.
Yeah. But that's the premise of what goes on with these shows of hers, and to watch, you just be in awe. Like I get the privilege of seeing the back in the back scenes, backstage or whatever, but to actually watch it all come together, because I'll just see the interview, right? But then she'll be like, yeah, all right, the interview was good. Now I got to create the show. What the hell you mean create the show? I'm sorry. I just watched the show. What you mean create the show? Yeah, you got to do the intro and the outro, and then I got to do a B-roll. What is a B-roll? This is the stuff I'll be talking about, right? So then when I watch it, stop laughing at me because I'm serious. Then when I be watching, I'll be like, oh, it makes sense now. It's all coming together. I mean, the interview itself is already good, and then she'll be adding all the other bells and whistles. Every show, yeah, no, and every show is different.
Listen, that comes with research though, sis. You can't stay in one place.
That's why I said this right here. This her season. This her lane, and I'm happy for her. I'll be in the back cheering her on, because baby, it won't be me. You gonna have one generic background. We just gonna switch out the pictures. I'm trying to tell you, who got time for that? And she be working full time and got a whole baby. And man, I'm telling y'all, and she did 5 through 9 in 1 year. Yeah, okay. And every year is something different. She like, oh, yeah, I gotta change my. What you mean? You only did like 12 episodes with the thing. It ain't even old
Look,
yet. Oh, it's old to me. I gotta change it.
Look, now I'm only gonna have 4 seasons a year.
Oh,
See,
four
look at God.
seasons.
See, look
Oh,
at God.
a whole four. Like that's not still a lot. Girl, Bob. He said a whole four. Like that's still not a lot. Girl. Child. Anyway.
That's only 48 episodes a year now.
I
That's
know.
look. That's not a lot.
Now this is now disclaimer, y'all. This is just with interviewing people. Okay. This is not the ones that's additional with just herself. Okay. Because she has just the breaking the silence interviews. That's the 448, right? Then you got Twisted Tuesdays. That's a whole nother situation. Then she got the if she gonna do a round table, that's a whole nother situation. Then she got personal segments like Behind My Smile and the motherhood and all this other. Child, it's only 365 days in a year. Like, what we doing? Like,
Ask her who fault that is, y'all.
ain't my
I'll
fault.
wait.
It's your
I'll
fault because
wait.
you be listening. It ain't my fault. You be writing stuff down.
The
Now I
behind
tell
my
her,
smile came from where?
I just be telling you options.
They did
But that
see.
means take something away. You be adding to. You a mathematician over here. You be multiplying. I'm saying subtract and divide.
Accountability, sis.
I'm trying to
Accountability.
make you get to the 48, but you got a whole 48, and then you add the suggestions.
She be
Oh
like,
no.
won't you try? Won't you try?
I
Every
think the
time,
people
won't you
need to know.
try? I think you
People need to
hear
know. She be
your
like, "Oh, that's a
story.
good idea. Let me write it down." She got a whole book of stuff that I done said. She just be trying everything. She'll check everything off the list too. I'm like, Lord.
And do stop telling me.
So, what is it that you want people to, or I should say, for those who love the show and those who don't know about the show and have been living under a rock, what should we look forward to next season? Because you're gonna switch it up. So, what are we gonna look forward to next season?
Well, I my plan was to add a new segment in next season, far as a game, right? But I'm not gonna tell you the name of it because I haven't quite got it where I want it to be. Now, I did play it a little bit with some of the guests, in the upcoming season, but I stopped. I stopped in the next season because I was like, I think it need a little bit more work. So eventually, in 2026, you will see that game. It's called Unleash It. So
Okay.
look out for that. And then for Twisted Tuesdays, I tried the hot seat. Try the hot seat segment. But I think it need a little bit more tweaking too. So look for that too for Twisted Tuesdays. But I mean, other than that, I'm trying to stay consistent in the same for a little bit. For real.
So, what would you tell
Now
someone who? Go ahead. I'll ask after you finish.
now I might change my intros up a little bit, but they're gonna be same theme songs though. It's just gonna be me featuring with the artists. We're gonna do videos. That's it.
Okay. So it ain't gonna be different every time, but it's the same song, but just a different version of that one song, as opposed to a different song every time.
No, it's gonna be the same song. It's just gonna be us. Us. It's gonna be the artist and me in a video. Instead of
Right.
like how at the end Maestro, he's in the video, but it's gonna be me and him. And then
Mm,
in the beginning with Incognita,
you in incognito.
it's gonna
Right.
be me and her. So it's gonna be more realistic, so to speak. If that makes sense.
Okay. So next season, you basically looking forward to a more hands-on, a more intimate version of everything as far as the intros, the outros, playing the games. Because the
More intense.
conversations is nice, but the games too really help you to build bonds with people, because y'all might have something in common. You never know.
And it's gonna be more solo music promos versus having a collaboration of artists in one promo. The only time that I would do something like that is when I'm live and I'm just, trying to
Shooting the
shoot the
breeze.
breeze or something. But Otherwise, it's going to be more personalized promos this time around for
moving forward.
2026. Moving forward, I'll do like the top 5 songs for the artists, so they'll know who they are, and that's it. But
Okay. So, do you have a creation for the people, like an announcement or anything that you would like to play for them, or is that for the ending of
look
the
at her,
show?
she's trying to get
Because
me
you
straight.
listen, this breaking the silence, so this. I ain't trying to. I don't do them Pentecostal shows.
We already know that. We already know. All right, y'all. We're gonna play this trailer, y'all. Breaking the Silence podcast began in 2024 with just my voice, a vision, a message from the heart. But over time, something powerful happened, y'all. I found myself and met some of the most amazing people along the way. Each conversation became a mirror of purpose, healing, and truth. From season 5 through season 9, we shared laughter, tears, and transformation. The journey wasn't easy though, y'all. But every step was worth it. All those late nights was worth it and not in vain. Because when I tell y'all I don't get sleep, I still don't get sleep. But guess what? I'm still here. I'm still grinding. I'm still being consistent and breaking the silence. So together, we turn silence into strength and dreams into impact. This is what winning together looks like. So thank y'all so much for continuing to join me on this journey. Let's continue to break the silence together.
Okay, so this is my favorite part. I like when you ask the guests to give like their words of wisdom or something along those lines to encourage other people. So for you, I want you to give somebody advice if they are still interested in podcasting. Me personally, I don't think podcasting is as big of a thing anymore as it was before when we started. But just in case somebody is interested in doing what you do, give them some encouragement about that. And also, someone who is still timid, because in the world that we live in today, mental health is very important. And breaking your silence does not mean you have to be a specific artist or you have to have any kind of accolades to get yourself out there to be famous. Breaking your silence is for the everyday person who internalizes what they're going through, or if they're struggling with something like sexuality or mental whatever, or just being a parent, you know, not going to therapy because that's for YT people. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those stigmas that we were brought up with, children should be seen and not heard. Give somebody advice to assure them how important it is to break your silence in this day and age and how better they'll feel afterwards.
Boy, she gave me a lot to say just then, y'all.
Cause she
Oh,
be
this,
on her soapbox, so
whew.
you need to get back into motivation mode, you know, because that was my favorite show, morning motivation, Monday motivation.
Lord, do I need to go on the screen for this?
Yes, you do. Bye.
She told my bye. So, okay, for advice for podcasters. Sis says that podcasting is not the thing anymore, but I still believe podcasting is. Whether it's audio, whether it's video, people are still tuned in to somebody somewhere. But if you're looking to be a podcaster and you just don't know where to start, just start. Like the first thing is just to start. A lot of podcasters that I come in contact with started with their phone. I didn't. I didn't because I was scared for one. And I did so much research and I was like, you know what, I waited a whole year before I started, y'all. But that's me. You can start with your phone. It works. It's proven to work. All you need is a phone. You need some microphones, and you're good to go. Like it's literally that easy. That's how I'm doing in-person events now when I do episodes and stuff. So it works. But don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. That's number one. and know who you are, because when you know who you are, then you can move in a different way. You can be better than you were yesterday every single day. And you're gonna grind harder than you've ever grind, because nobody can tell you who you are. Now, I'm not telling you to be conceited out here in this world and arrogant, but just know who you are and don't let people bring you down and make you feel like you're somebody else. For a person like me, I've always lived in silence. And that's why it was so important that everything started with me, because I had to truly break my silence in order for me to bring guests on here to break the silence. Many, many years and many, many moons ago, I was quiet. I was shy. I didn't think nobody want to listen to me, honestly. And then one day here recently, I went in a store and I saw somebody I actually grew up with. And she said to me, I see you doing big things with your podcast. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to do something. She said, no, you're doing it. Hearing stuff like that from people that I grew up with, it really means a lot to me, because they know where I came from. They know I was that person in the shell, that person that didn't express themselves, that person that felt like nothing at times. But for mental health purposes, it's important for you, especially the person with like me with a lot of different stories, to tell your story, because it's therapy. This mic is therapy for me. And it's a lot of things I haven't told y'all yet. But trust me, it's going to be more moments where I'm going to break my silence, truly break my silence. But this year and next year and many years to come, I want you to know that no matter what you're doing in your life, no matter where you think you're going in your life or where you've been in your life, you can go wherever you desire to go and do whatever you want to do in this life by simply just believing in yourself and taking one day at a time. It took a long time for me to understand that. You can't do nothing about tomorrow, right? It's not here. So what you thinking about tomorrow and next week and next month and next year for? You can't do nothing about it until you get here. You got to focus on right now in this moment. And that's why it's important for you not only to focus on you in the moment, but focus on the people around you, because people are here right now and going the next moment. Try to learn to live without regrets. I lost a lot in this year. A lot of people that meant a lot to me. So I hope that you take what I'm saying and understand how important it is for the breath that you breathe every single day. Because God didn't have to do it, but He gave you another chance to get it right. Maybe you hurt somebody's feelings yesterday, but now you here today. Go apologize. There's a reason why you're still here on this side of earth, and you got to start thinking that you are better than what you are. Because sometimes people will just people whew, people will make you feel less than what you are. And I went through that all my life, with people telling me who I am. And that's why I tell you all the time, your past does not define you. Don't let nobody define who you are. Because last time I checked, Nikki Nicole was in the Webster Dictionary. So nobody can define who I am. Okay? So y'all take this time to get to know you. Because if you don't know yourself, you can't truly know nobody else. You can't love nobody else because you don't love yourself. You got to get in tune with yourself this year, this moment. And going forward, you got this. We got this. Just hang in there. Now you can get me out the big screen now. Look at us.
I'm like, this her show. She gonna tell me to get her off the big screen, child. Like I be knowing what I'm doing around here. But you know, it's not the preparation of to say as always. Say no. I do I do agree with what you were saying in regards to letting people define you, because that starts when you're young, and that's a mentality that's hard to shake. Even in your adult age, you feel like um, you have to be mindful of other people, or you have to live your life according to someone else to make somebody else happy and different things like this. You only get one life, one go around. So why not do everything humanly possible to make yourself happy while you're here? And all these people that you worried about, they're gonna either be around or they're not gonna be around. So at least if you're authentically you, then you'll give yourself room to let the real people who are supposed to attract to you attract to you. But if you're so busy trying to perpetrate the fraud or keep up with the Joneses or whatever the case may be, you'll never be able to stick with nobody or have nobody stick to you because you're not even your authentic self. And then you wonder why certain things are not aligning and certain things are not sticking because you're not being true to who you are. And that's one of the things that I love about breaking the silence is it's all about promoting who you are authentically. Even with the music, there's a lot of different artists that you have interviewed that wouldn't be something that I would genuinely listen to, but because they have interviewed with you, now I'll decide to give it a second play because of their story or the premise behind the song. Or you know how I'll never forget that girl, that the young girl that you interviewed. Her voice is amazing. And because she's so young, you know, for her to have that powerful voice, the stories that's behind her songs, like we really have to take into consideration that everyone has a story. So you have to give people grace because you don't know where they came from and you don't know where you're going. So you can't judge them.
That part. Abijah Perry. That's who
Yeah.
you talking about.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
her. I love her.
She's still going too. She's very talented. Hmm.
She is. But I thoroughly enjoyed, you know, being on Breaking the Silence as usual. This is my second home because I stay on here. And I appreciate you for allowing me to be the one who interviews you for your season finale. And I look forward to the next season because I know eventually, within a year or two, these people are going to be coming down the ceiling, like I said. And I can't wait. I'm excited for it.
She better stop this mess. And I don't think you know you're not getting off that easy. So y'all, yeah, she gotta tell y'all about her yeah, what she think this is. She
Tell you
still
about what? Ain't
gotta
nothing going
follow.
on.
Still, you got they can follow you.
Child.
Get on up there.
Okay. Sure.
Tell them
You
folks.
guys can follow me on Facebook, Shera Renee, right? You can also follow me on TikTok, Shera Renee 510, and YouTube, Shera Renee 510. For those of you who have never heard an episode of the Blemish Beauty Podcast, it is on my YouTube channel, which is Shera Renee 510. And for all mommy related stuff, fun stuff, and all the kicks and giggles on TikTok, you can follow me at Shera Renee 510 on there. And then just for regular crazy conversation and what's on my brain at the time, that's what Facebook is for. So, Share Renee.
Yeah, she tried it, y'all. Like, what? What we doing? All right, now you can close out.
May the Lord watch. Like, nah, you know I'm a church girl. But you know,
I was gonna say between you and I, brother,
I'm a church girl.
I'm done.
It's automatic when you close out.
On
May the
that,
Lord watch between me while we're absent. Like,
loving
oh
up.
man. But we hope you enjoyed this episode and we hope that you share this episode with somebody because breaking the silence is not about artists, like we said, it's about everyday people. So it is important to unleash your inner voice, as my sister says. And put down in the comments if you want to uh hear an episode about a certain topic, especially for Twisted Tuesdays, what you're looking forward to seeing in the next upcoming season, what you enjoyed watching from the previous seasons, and just send an encouraging message to author Nikki Nicole because sometimes, let me tell you, as a content creator, we get down on our luck. And not all the time we feel like, well, what am I doing this for? But if somebody sends a message and says, hey, you're doing good. I'm watching you. I appreciate what you're doing. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. That gives a person a reason to keep going. You do not understand how vital that is for a content creator. It's not about the money. It's not about the accolades and stuff like that, but just to know that your fellow people are appreciating what you're doing and the sacrifices that it makes to get to these episodes, the tired nights, or I should say sleepless nights, going to work, dealing with a baby and trying to do all of this stuff. It could be frustrating. It could be very taxing. But to know that there are people out there who genuinely support her and support her brand, that means the world. So if you can, go on her YouTube channel, like and subscribe, as my son would say, like and subscribe to his Auntie Nikki's podcast, and leave her a message in a comment, just an encouraging word, because the encourager needs encouragement to continue. She has to have an overflowed cup in order to pour into people. So appreciate you guys. See you next time.
Later, everybody. Hang in there. We got this.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate, but I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nick in the cold, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.